Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, today we are bringing you some breaking news today, and that is the first leaked images of the Galaxy Note 8. Now this comes from Mobile Fun store, and this is a store that sells cases. This one is from a case manufacturer. Now once case manufacturers show these images, this is pretty much how the phone's going to be because they have the exact measurements for the case. Now remember, the Galaxy Note 8 is going to be announced at the end of August. We expect August 26th to be the date, and then it should launch September 15th. So that being said, if you have missed out on a lot of the details, check out our Mobile Weekly show, subscribe, and we cover all these topics every week. So now let's get to the actual images. Here is the actual images. Now I'll leave it in the description for the cases, but this is the clear version so we can get the best look of it. Now here's a couple of things. First and foremost, the biggest thing is we actually finally know the fingerprint scanner is on the back. It is not on the screen. It looks like Samsung couldn't get that down before the launch was needed. So it looks like the person from Samsung Display that we reported on 3 weeks ago was right, that they were having too many issues with it and he did not believe it would be on the phone. It does not look like it's going to be on the phone, which really sucks in my opinion. It really kind of, Samsung needed this. And without it, I think it's a big miss that they are going to have issues with, and they're not going to have as big of an impact as they would have had otherwise. Second thing we do, of course, get is the dual camera lenses. Now, there's been a lot of talk on the dual camera lenses, and we will talk about it more on Mobile Weekly this coming Sunday. But here's the thing. If these are two 13 megapixel cameras, that's not what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is that if they're only f2.0 lenses. Right now, Samsung has the widest aperture of any smartphone on the rear and front cameras at 1.7 each. That allows for the best low light. Currently, if you go see any comparison, Samsung is pretty much always in the topic of best low light for that reason. Now, I'm sure they're going to improve the amount of pixels and how big those sensors are, but that being said, this is one of my big worries. Now, it is said that this is going to be the first 3x zoom on a major flagship at this size. So you're going to get a 3x zoom instead of the 2x zoom on the iPhone or on the OnePlus. Now, most telephoto lenses, like the iPhone and OnePlus, are only at 2. There was one from Oppo overseas that was 5, which is my dream amount. That is what I want in a smartphone. But a 3x is what we used to get in old point-and-shoot cameras. If any of you guys used to shoot with old point-and-shoot cameras, 3x was the standard for many, many years. So that is a great zoom to have, especially when traveling. That is why you want a telephoto zoom, by the way, is because when you travel, you want to zoom into things, and it gets really pixelated unless you have optical zoom, which no smartphone really has well, but 3x is going to get us closer to that. I've never thought the 2x was that big of a deal, but 3x, again, just gets us a little bit closer to that perfect zoom of 5x, which would be ideal for a smartphone. Overall, this does do this without any kind of hump, so we don't get a hump back. There is no hump on this camera, and that is one of the big things that I think a lot of people are wondering about. Well, if they go to 3x zoom, will it get a hump? It does not look like they will. So that being said, we also have the Bixby button still there. So Bixby is still there. And of course, we are testing out Bixby. The Q&A for Bixby should be coming up on either Saturday or Sunday. We'll have the Q&A questions. If you missed out video, ask any question you want me to ask Bixby, and I will ask it in the comment section of that video. I'm going to look over it, and those are the questions that I'm going to be asking. So go ahead and ask your questions now if you haven't already. So other than that, I mean, we get pretty much the same stuff that we're used to. We do have a headphone jack. We do have a Type-C connection at the bottom, and we also have an S Pen, of course. So these are the big things that we now know. Again, the only thing we're kind of missing is the battery. Will it be 3,300 if Samsung does that? They're stupid, just because they need a 3,500 milliamp battery to match the S8 Plus. If they go lower than that, the Note 8 will not sell as well. If they really need this phone to sell, I get it. They're trying to be safe. Make the phone thicker. Make it thicker if need be, but do not skimp on the battery. That is the worst thing you can do, Samsung. If you do not know your clientele, Maybe you don't, but that's what you need to do. You need a bigger battery, or at least a minimum of the same battery that's on the S8 Plus. I know you're going to do software improvements. I know you're going to make new S Pen improvements, but it will not matter if you do not have a bigger or at least equal to battery. For a user like me, look, I'm pretty much a done deal. I will most likely trade my S8 Plus in to get a Note 8, regardless of what comes out. But don't you think I would be hesitant if you gave me a lower quality camera and a lower quality battery? That wouldn't be too good. So that's the big thing that Samsung needs to realize, that there are people that do their research. Viewers that watch my channel, of course, I give them all the details on everything about the products so that you guys can know if you should upgrade or not. That's a big thing here. So that is what you're looking at. And I want to know your feedback on it, guys. What do you guys think of the image? What do you guys think of them not having the fingerprint scanner on the front screen? And what do you think if they have a different megapixel on the camera count, but also mainly a different lower battery than the S8 Plus? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you haven't yet, follow us on social media right at the YouTube Tech Guy. And always, of course, please give a like, thumbs up, and share this with any friend that is looking forward to the Note 8 this year. Share this video with them so they can see what they have to look forward to. Alright guys, thank you as always so much for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy.